Like if it was here, right in front of me, probably would have glanced at it, you know, since that's such a powerful piece of technology.
It's really, I know it's rude to put the phone on the table because it makes the other person feel less important than they are.
Phones are designed to grab our attention. That's why there's notifications on them. But when it vibrates or it beeps and then we constantly look at it, it is annoying.
I don't even think it's a social media problem. I think it's like a fundamental problem with just like our digital age in general. I think the fact that a few years ago when it wasn't as common, we would get to know each other so much better and so much deeper because there wasn't that phone to sort of get out of that getting to know another person process. Like now you would say hi or like how's the weather or whatever, and then you can pick up your phone and go play your game or go on social media just to distract yourself, and the other person doesn't, like you both do it. But if it wasn't in the equation in general, then like you would get to know other people so much better.
Those who owns a smartphone or any kind of phone, they're not being mindful, they're not being aware of the fact that it's there, and that takes away the value of the people who they were interacting with.
As it's becoming more and more important part of our lives, it makes sense for people to have phones. And if you're trying to argue against that, you can always find a case where, like, especially here, what if I need to call my family? What if I have a homework? Whatever, there will always be a reason.
If I have my phone in my hand and I'm looking at it and I'm actively using it, I doubt anyone's going to approach me. So it will like negate any opportunity for a conversation. And obviously, if you and I were walking together and your phone rang and you picked it up, I'd be like, hey, what about me?
We are like being tested like on social media because like it didn't exist before us, so we actually like don't know the consequences of social media, so we're not sure like what's gonna happen. But then like looking at it, it has like many negative impact on us rather than positive, so I think it's like not doing very good.
This kid always came to me and he asked me, oh, let's play, but this playing means me watching at him playing on the phone. This is not playing for me. And I'm trying to tell him, oh, let's go playing outside, soccer or something. And he's like, maybe tomorrow. This is damaging society, definitely.
Back in the days, children used to go out to play in the sand, used to play in the sun, on the grass. There were nothing like mobile phones, and we can see that they had a pretty stronger connection than we have nowadays.
I have a 9-year-old in that age bracket, and we're not giving him a phone just because we don't want the reliance on the device to start, because I think a lot of people can be addicted and we don't want him to even have that opportunity, and because we have control still at this age.
We all follow people on Instagram, right? And people that we aspire to, whether it's like a fitness page and we're looking at body goals and we don't know necessarily how much time and effort is being put into whether digitally changing the bodies or like the physical working out and the time and dedication and like carefully watching your diet and all of that that's going on behind the scenes. All we're seeing is like this ideal body shape, taking really artsy pictures all the time that look like they're always traveling or always out, when really I think a lot of the times like filters and like illusions.
I read that when your phone rings, it takes 40 seconds for your brain to go back, focus to what you were doing before.
Like a downward spiral straight from sleep. If you're not getting good sleep, everything else is going to be affected. Your health, your body, how you digest food. People then will start gaining weight, getting heart disease, and then increased amounts of stress. That's having a huge effect.
How we control our kids or the future generations, how they use their devices, how they use the technology. And the other perspective is that the fact that they are expecting a gadget, a device, or this type of technology at that early age, I kind of feel bad, because I think if they're expecting that at that early age, it's the damage that have been done to them already.
I'm not gonna have it in my hand all the time. I'm not gonna constantly checking it. Like today really makes me think that I actually don't need it all day, and it's really awesome.
People nowadays would rather watch a video of how a place looks than fly down there or go actually there to experience it, and they'll rather read about people's experiences than actually go there and have the experience for themselves. People would rather ask somebody how they're doing over the phone rather than go down to their house nowadays and just have some time with the person. People would rather order food online than go to the restaurant and socialize with other people. These are just a few things that are fading away nowadays, the connection between family members even is fading away. As at times in the house, you might have a family where they're in the same house but they chat to each other through social media. And this actually may seem harmless, but in the long run it actually affects due to the fact that you lose that communication, you lose that personal relationship with people that are close to you and people that you love, and over time it erodes away, and something that erodes, such as love, might not be able to be regained again in the nearest future. So this is a real reason to talk about this topic and enlighten others and empower our youth to take up this responsibility of managing social media properly and helping our future generations to live in a better environment.